Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I wanna, talk about Bitcoin, give you guys a little update what is exactly happening with Bitcoin right now, and of course the entire cryptocurrency market. And there is in fact a fair few charts, okay, that I want to show you guys for today's video. And there is in fact one specific chart that's pretty interesting, okay, and it's showing that we might potentially see Bitcoin drop back down to $12,000 to potentially even lower than that, back down to like 10K. And I told you guys many times that this is not going to happen. Okay, I just want to say that straight up. This is not going to happen, guys. We will not, I repeat, we will not see a 12K Bitcoin ever again in Bitcoin history. Okay, but I do in fact want to talk about it for today's video. So, in the next upcoming few months, will we see Bitcoin, right, reach $12,000 or $40,000? Okay, and the reason why I say 40K is because I've already talked about this in yesterday's video. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, you should definitely check it out. But I talked about, pretty much why we will potentially most likely see Bitcoin reach $40,000 very soon. So let's talk about it, guys. So first of all, let me show you guys what's happening with Bitcoin right now. You guys clearly see Bitcoin is still holding strong at $34,000. Okay, holding at 34,500. And if I go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys clearly see it seems like $35,000 is the next resistance line for Bitcoin. You guys clearly see, right? This is a very clear resistance line that's happening right now for Bitcoin at $35,000. So if we see Bitcoin potentially break this resistance line of $35,000, and I do think that's going to happen very soon. Who knows when, but I do believe that's going to happen very soon for Bitcoin. And once we actually see Bitcoin, pump back up to $35,000 and surpass 35K, then we will potentially see Bitcoin, reach a higher level of $36,000, $37,000, $38,000, and even $40,000. I think that is very possible. But so far, Bitcoin is pretty much consolidating at this level, even below, just below $34,000, right? So Bitcoin overall is still holding up pretty well today, just like yesterday, and overall the market today is still holding up pretty well as well, right? Overall the market today is up over 1%, 1.3%. Bitcoin is up 2% for the past 24 hours. Ethereum is still holding strong pretty much at $1,800. Great to see for Ethereum. Solana is continuing to pump up to the upside, 8% today. It's up 8%. So that's great to see for Solana, and many more other altcoins are in fact continuing to pump up to the upside. You guys can see Chainlink. We know Chainlink has been absolutely pumping up to the upside. It's up 6% today, over 6%. For the past week, it's up 50%. So yeah, Chainlink has been absolutely pumping up to the upside, which is always great to see. And yeah, many more other altcoins are up 1%, 2%. So that's, always great to see. So overall, the market today is holding up pretty well. So let's get into the Bitcoin chart. Starting off with this one. This is the chart that I really wanted to show you guys. Okay, and you guys clearly see this chart is indicating that we might potentially see Bitcoin drop back down to $12,000 to even lower than that to 10K. And I told you guys, this is not going to happen. If Bitcoin were to do this, something major has to happen, right? To cause, Bitcoin to drop this much, something bad, like something really bad has to happen, right? So I told you guys many times, what can cause Bitcoin? For all the people out there that's watching this video right now that still believe 12K Bitcoin is coming, let me know in the comments down below, what can actually cause Bitcoin to drop this much, right? Because this is not going to happen, guys. Okay, this is not going to happen. Okay, it really isn't. So I don't know what people are in fact talking about, because I see a lot of people, in the crypto space predicting that we're gonna see Bitcoin, drop back down to 12K. I don't know how. Okay, I don't know what they are thinking, but if Bitcoin were to drop back down to 12K or even lower than that, this is what the chart would potentially look like. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, this is not going to happen at all. Very unlikely to happen. Okay, so I also want to show you guys this. Okay, because a lot of people were in fact saying, 12K Bitcoin is coming, and I feel like even to this day, a lot of people were in fact, still waiting for a 12K Bitcoin, for Bitcoin to drop back down to 12K. So I will say this, and I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys. Last November, so November 2022, last year, when Bitcoin did in fact drop, when we had the FTX crash, we saw Bitcoin dropping to around $15,000, and that was in fact its bottom. At that time, yes, I thought, Bitcoin would potentially drop back down even lower to 12K. No one actually really knew, right? No one knew, and other people were in fact, other people that were in fact in the crypto space were in fact predicting as well. A lot of people actually were saying that, yeah, we're gonna see Bitcoin drop back down to like 12K or even lower than that, right? So a lot of people thought right down here, okay, last November when we had the FTX crash, when Bitcoin was sitting at $15,000, a lot of people were in fact saying 12K is coming for Bitcoin, but that didn't happen. And then throughout 2023, we can clearly see, right, Bitcoin has in fact been slowly recovering up to the upside, right? Pretty much creating a new trend up towards the upside. So yeah, throughout 2023 has been a pretty good year for Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin has been slowly pumping up to the upside. And still, when we had these pumps, people were saying, oh, this pump is fake. Okay, this is a fake pump. And Bitcoin's going to drop further down to the downside, back down to 12K. A lot of people were in fact saying 12K is still coming. But that didn't happen. Bitcoin pumped again, and then people were saying it was fake, and then 12K was still coming. People were still saying that, right? And we know recently, a couple of days ago, Bitcoin just pumped. And a lot of people are in fact saying that Bitcoin, right, this is a fake pump, and 12K Bitcoin is still coming. Till this day, guys, till this day, people are still saying that at 12K Bitcoin is still coming. I don't know how. Bitcoin right now is sitting at $34,000, right? Just look at the chart. How is Bitcoin going to drop all the way back down, all the way down here, right? I don't know how that's going to happen, but it's just very, very, very unlikely to happen, guys. Okay, so understand, guys, this just shows you guys to never time the market. If you're simply dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, just buy, right? Every week, every month, I really don't care. Okay, personally, I do it every week, right? Just dollar cost average, guys. And this is why you should never time the market. Okay, always buy, guys. Whether how Bitcoin is performing, whether it's pumping or dumping, just buy. Okay, it's less stressful, right? And it doesn't really screw with your emotions. And that's why a lot of investors out there use this investing strategy, right? DCA. So this is a very, very great example, guys, on why you guys should dollar cost average. So yeah, back then, right, last year, November 2022, I was saying that yes, a 12K Bitcoin was in fact coming. But looking at the chart right now, since we did in fact have a breakout, Bitcoin has been slowly recovering up to the upside. Just looking at this chart right now, right, Bitcoin is clearly forming a new uptrend, right? So if you really think about it, that's gone. 15K was in fact the bottom. And now we're all, going up from here. We know the halving is about to happen, and we know, every single time we have the halving, that is a very, very bullish time for Bitcoin and crypto, because that's when the real bull run actually happens. And not just the halving, guys, right? We know the halving is very, very exciting, and this is where Bitcoin really tends to pump the most and all that. I get it. Also, Bitcoin ETFs, they're going to get approved. And once they get approved, okay, we're going to see Bitcoin pump. Trillions of dollars are going to be poured into Bitcoin. So you can just imagine how much Bitcoin's going to pump, right? So just think about that. So 12K Bitcoin, very, very unlikely to happen, okay? Especially during this time. The halving is literally right around the corner. Bitcoin ETFs are about to get approved, literally a step away. So think about it. What can cause Bitcoin to drop back down to 12K? So 40K should be on everyone's mind. It shouldn't be 12K or even below 20K, okay? But yes, Bitcoin is repeating its history, right? What happened right here, you guys can see from 2017 to 2020, right? We had this resistance line pretty much, and Bitcoin broke out of it. And that's exactly what we are in fact seeing right now. And Bitcoin just broke out of this resistance line. You guys can clearly see that. So Bitcoin is heading, repeating its history. And that means it's all up from here. This is pretty much the beginning, guys. I will say this. It seems like this is the beginning of the next bull run. Okay, and we're about to enter the next bull market. Understand, guys, this bear market that we've been in we've been in this bear market for like 2 years. The longest, okay, potentially the longest bear market that we have been in throughout Bitcoin history. Okay, so we're about to end this bear market and we're about to enter the next bull market. So be ready for that. But yes, Bitcoin, okay, we know it broke that resistance line of $32,000, and then it did in fact pump back up to around $34,000, even $35,000. So a breakout would trigger a push higher towards $40,000. So 40K is coming, guys. Okay, so be prepared for that for all my Bitcoin holders out there. So that's that. But yeah, here's another chart that I want to show you guys. Bitcoin is about to have a bull run, and you guys clearly see this chart just clearly shows you guys, okay, that what is this? The account volume. So this blue arrow, you guys clearly see this volume is pretty much showing a uptrend. That Bitcoin is about to have a uptrend, which means a bull run. And you guys clearly see we are in fact slowly forming a blue uptrend, right? This volume right here, okay, this account volume. So Bitcoin is about to have a massive bull run, guys, and I really want you guys to, be prepared for that. Okay, so that's that. But also want to show you guys this because this is very, very true. Okay, if you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I've been telling you guys to accumulate at least one full Bitcoin. Okay, just buy Bitcoin, and it says here, okay, how to retire 3 steps: work at McDonald's, get money, and buy Bitcoin. Okay, so it's very, very true. Okay, you can literally work anywhere, guys. Anyone can buy Bitcoin. Okay, and this is what I've been telling guys, right? To get a job. Okay, if you don't have money and you want to buy Bitcoin, you simply need to get a job, right? Or you can start your own business. Okay, but I highly suggest you guys to just get as much money as possible. Okay, so income, and buy Bitcoin. Not financial advice, of course. Always do your own research, but I really do believe this is the way, guys. And when I first started investing into Bitcoin and crypto, I was using my paycheck, okay, to buy Bitcoin. Okay, I told you guys, when I first started investing into Bitcoin, I've always wanted to own one full Bitcoin. And then it took me about 5 months, so a couple of months to finally accumulate one full Bitcoin. And of course, I didn't stop there. I kept going. Even to this day, I'm still simply DCAing, guys, into Bitcoin, right? And I'm holding for long term because I know, and we all know, where Bitcoin is heading long term. Okay, so yes, Bitcoin will potentially retire you guys in the future, more than a decade from now. If you buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can while still below 100K, you can easily retire, okay, just by holding Bitcoin, because it will, make you a millionaire. You will obviously have some type of wealth and, of course, life-changing money. Okay, so that's that. We know where Bitcoin is heading long term. It's going to reach not just $1 million, but millions of dollars. So you can imagine, right? If you just own one full Bitcoin, you're going to become a millionaire. Okay, so just think about that. I've been telling you guys that many, many times. I have made multiple videos talking about this topic, right? So that's that. But to end off this video, Bitcoin monthly returns, October, 28%. So far, Bitcoin is looking very, very good for this month of October. And we know November is about to, we're about to enter the new month of November. And usually November is actually a great month as well for Bitcoin. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to, perform very, very well in the month of November. So be ready for that, guys. But so far, October is looking pretty good. Okay, October has been well. This month is about to end. We have less than a week left into this month. But yeah, Bitcoin has performed very, very well as to be expected. I told you guys, ever since, the beginning of this month, October is a great month for Bitcoin. And yes, here we are. Bitcoin is sitting at $34,000, just below 35K. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, and expect November to be a great month for Bitcoin. Okay, so that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not yet already. Let's see where Bitcoin will be heading. Will it be 12K or will it be 40K? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. I'm gonna stick with 40K, of course. 12K, it's not gonna happen. Very, 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 very unlikely to happen. So that being said, I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.